on location again for Race Room this week. Last week we were in Monte-Carlo. This week we are at the Caterham headquarters for their launch at Lee Field. You can see a lovely Caterham behind me in the reception because this morning they announced that Kamui Kobayashi and Marcus Ericsson would be their new drivers for 2014. We were there as the action all happened and we caught up with the drivers too. Unfortunately, Caterham can't go any lower. The only way is up. Does that mean there's less pressure on you to achieve, or are you still putting that pressure on yourself?
A lot of pressure, of course. I mean, my role is not keeping the same position. I want to go up higher, and of course, I think when I came here first time, I think when I saw this company facility is not too bad. I mean, it actually is not, of course, top team, but what they have is really good. So definitely we can fight, and that's why I want to really bring this team stronger.
You're quite tall. You're almost as tall as me. Is there a problem with your weight and the height situation?
Obviously, we don't know for sure yet, but as you would have seen, a lot of drivers have been expressing their worry about it, and so do I. I'm a bit worried about it, but I've been working really hard, and since November I've lost 3 kilos. So
with Christmas in between.
Yeah, I know. It was no Christmas candy for me. It was just salad and carrots and stuff like that. So it was not very nice in that way, but at least I worked hard, and it's nice to see that it makes a difference.
So last weekend we were at the Monte-Carlo rally with Sébastien Ogier starting off his campaign for 2014 in true style and seriously dominating. He won the rally. He also came second in the power stage, and I asked him, does this set him up feeling pretty confident for the championship ahead? And what about the rest of the season? Does this just set you up nicely? You feel more confident now?
More confident is not the word, because I was already confident before the start, but of course that's the best way to restart the season, like we ended the last one, and take immediately the lead. We expect the start a little bit more difficult because of the new regulation, and probably we'll have to face a disadvantage to open the road on a few rallies, or at least for the next one now. But that's how it is, and we are happy to deal with that. Ready to deal with that, not happy.
Thank you very much. Well done.
Thank you.
So, as I said, we are here at the Caterham headquarters for the launch of the team for 2014, and it's a launch season. Caterham actually didn't show us their new car. That will be revealed on Tuesday next week at the beginning of testing out in Jerez. Also launching on Tuesday will be Red Bull and Mercedes, but this week it'll be McLaren on Friday, Saturday it'll be Ferrari, and then on Monday next week it'll be Sauber and Toro Rosso. Lotus haven't revealed when they'll be launching their car, but we know they will not be in Jerez, so we'll have to wait until Bahrain to hopefully see their new Lotus car. So loads of launches, and of course we will be keeping up to date with the launches and testing. We're going to be having hangouts, so if you want to get involved, talk to some of the best pundits on F1, get involved by sending emails to media@polepositionp1.com, and we will try and include you in as many hangouts as possible. So it's launch season. We've had a lot of chat about the F1 launches and testing, but MotoGP is just as busy. Yamaha launched their new bike for 2014. This is what it looks like. And if you want to see what Repsol Honda have up their sleeves for 2014, we are going to have all the latest from their headquarters in Madrid on the 10th of February. And of course, there'll be nice little interviews from Marc Marquez and Dani Pedrosa. So keep an eye on the channel for all things F1 and MotoGP. Time for tweets of the week, my favourite part of the show, as you all know. And first up, we have a tweet from Brian at SadFaceOtter saying, unveiling the Innersol Ginsters Sillet Bang McLaren from Curly Whirly. Imagine if all the cars had those adverts and stickers all over them. That'd be horrendous. Sillet Bang, Curly Whirly. Actually, Curly Whirly's quite delicious. Maybe. Next tweet. Okay, so the next one comes from Mr. Lewis Hamilton, driving to Mercedes for his first day back at the factory. Looking pretty pimping as well in his ride, with a little bit of sunlight lighting him from the back. Oh, he looks great, and he looks very cheerful. So much potential this year for the Mercedes team. Can they do it? Come on. Next tweet. It's from @101 Matt Lay. And it's talking about a guy that is supposedly looking like a pit girl or a grid girl, but it is a rather large man. Not that seducing. I don't think Dan Welsh has got his grid girls in order. Perhaps he needs to put an advert up on Twitter. Next tweet. Now I like this one from Scott Redding. This is awesome. If tomorrow wasn't promised, what would you give for today? What a nice thing to think about. And this one's saying conquer. I just love that. What a great picture as well. Really, really nice. Maybe you should have a think. What would you give for today if tomorrow wasn't promised? And that's your tweets. So where are we this weekend? Well, we're not going anywhere, but because there is so much action happening at all the F1 teams and out in Jerez, we're going to have the latest for you from testing, from the launches, so you can see what those new F1 cars look like with the new regulations. It's going to be exciting, but it's also going to be pretty ugly. Those cars are not going to be looking very beautiful. But of course, keep an eye on the channel. We'll have all the latest from the world of motorsport. And while you're there, why not comment and tell us what you think of what we get up to. Kamui Kobayashi is back in F1 and he's pretty excited. Kamui, describe the feeling.